Hey y'all. So today the purpose of this video is to reintroduce my favorite texture back to the Release Her Hair Co collection. I did have this about 2 years back, and it's not one of my favorites. It is my favorite texture. I used to call it the Kinky Curly. Some people was offended by that name, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back as the natural curly. Okay, so stay tuned because we're gonna reintroduce this texture, and I'm gonna show y'all how to maintain it and to keep it popping and to have it looking as natural and bouncy and just healthy looking as possible. Welcome back. If you are returning to my channel, if you are new, thank you for coming. Go ahead and subscribe and like. So today the purpose of this video is for me to reintroduce my favorite texture back to the Release Her Hair Co collection. I previously called it Kinky Curly, but bringing it back, it will be called Naturally Curly, the Natural Curly. Yeah, Natural Curly. This is highly requested from a lot of people. I had this texture on the line close to like 2 years ago, before I had even had my official online store and everything that I have going now, when I was just selling my bundles through Instagram. But it was a lot of people's favorites. It's my absolute favorite. I like this better than even the Brazilian body wave or the exotic wave because it looks so much like my hair. It's meant to be like black women's natural hair, or women of color natural hair. Well, a lot of our natural hair. I mean, it's such a huge variety of our textures, our wave patterns, our curl patterns, but this is one that is very similar to our natural hair texture, so I want to call it natural curly. What I have going on here is I have three 26 inches. I'm sorry, bloop bloop bloop. I have three 16 inches currently in. I didn't do the different lengths for layer because, as you can see, with a side part with all the same lengths, it just naturally layered itself. I did not cut the ends. I did not trim the ends. This is all 16 inches. I did 16 inches because I wanted to look as natural as possible. I have a leave out going on right now, and as I get closer, you can see my natural. This all at the top is my own hair covering the tracks, and it blends very well with this texture. If you're not fond of doing leave outs, I will also have closures available. I'm not going to buy the frontals wholesale, but if you would like a frontal in this texture, you can pre-order. I'll have that available as well. And so basically, in this video, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like when you first put it in, how to style it, how to maintain it on a daily basis. This is meant to be like the natural hair texture of black women or women of color, or close to. So you do have to do more with this hair than you would with just the Malaysian straight or the Brazilian body wave. You're gonna actually have to maintain it and style it on a daily basis. So this is what it's going to look like when you first get it. This is one that I've had for a while. It was just a part of my samples, but I still have it. So it's gonna look like this. All right. And you're going to see what it's gonna look like when I first got it put in, before I styled it, but before I put any product in it. I'm gonna add that in this video as well, and then I'm gonna show you what I did to style it to get it looking natural and blending with my new hair. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. I hope this video is helpful, and thank you for returning. Okay, so now that we have washed and conditioned the hair, it's time to moisturize and style. With this being a naturally curly texture, you're going to have to maintain it and moisturize it more than you would any other texture like the Brazilian body wave or the Malaysian straight. If you're going to be doing a leave out, go ahead and separate your real hair from the weave. We're going to moisturize and style the weave first and then blend our leave out at the end. Before applying any product, separate the weave into either 3 or 4 big sections. It's easier to moisturize and style it this way. That way you can thoroughly put the product to the hair, apply the product to the hair, and it just also comes out looking better this way, in my opinion. I keep a spray bottle full of water to keep the hair damp. It needs to be damp while applying the product for it to seal and stay moisturized. Today we're going to be using the Shea Moisture products. The first one we're using is the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. It's like a white creamy base texture moisturizer. Apply it from the root to tip. And when brushing through the hair, never use a comb. Always use a big bristle brush and start from the root to tip, just to prevent a lot of shedding. It's just better to use that. I feel like it's better to use on your regular hair as well, not just the weave. The second Shea Moisture product we're going to be using today is the Curling Gel Souffle. This is going to lock the moisture in. So once it dries, it's still going to look nice, bouncy, pretty, and moisturized. Go ahead and repeat all those steps on all sections of the weave, thoroughly moisturizing, keeping it damp. Sorry, I'm always vibing, always got my music on in the background. But already you can see a huge difference from prior to me styling it, wetting it, or anything, to now with all the product in it. So I went ahead and moisturized the whole head. I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my leave out. I'm going to apply the products, the same products I use on the weave, onto my natural hair so that it'll blend in. What was I stuck on? Oh my gosh. I should have cut that part out. Anyways, okay, so go ahead and part it evenly. Whoever is installing your weave, make sure they leave out enough hair to cover the tracks, but not too much to where it doesn't blend well. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay my edges with some gel and some edge control. And I also just put a thin layer of the gel over my leave out to make sure it stays over the tracks. Sometimes when being out and the wind is blowing or whatever, your hair could just fly up. You know what I mean? So I just like to secure it, seal it, and have it like stuck to the weave itself. I've been getting so many compliments on this hair. Everybody assumes that it's mine because it looks so natural to our hair texture. So, like I said, this is one of my favorites. Whether you work in a 9-to-5 or you just want to be cute, this texture is everything. Then I just seal my edges shut with that edge control. Make sure all the tracks are covered. And there we have it. The naturally curly texture is now back and added to the Release Her Hair Co. line. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Please like and subscribe.